After completing the setup of the company in late 2010, ROI Unlimited opened its doors for business on January 11, 2011, during one of the worst economic downturns since the Great Depression. Even with the bleak economic conditions, ROI Unlimited has proven itself to be a shining star for thousands of people. People have been attracted to ROI because of their simple approach to helping members make money by marketing discount travel memberships. Before the end of January, ROI produced its first commissions payout at nearly $30,000. During the following 6 months, commissions have steadily grown, with ROI paying over $8 million to its members. The current commissions payout is nearly $500,000 per week and still climbing. ROI currently has over 18,000 members and is poised to grow to over 100,000 members very quickly. This type of exponential growth will certainly create life-changing incomes for thousands of people. The video you are about to see are actual members of ROI simply telling their stories.
My name is Dominic Cittadino. I'm from Liverpool, New York, and I own a company called Heatwiser Heating and Air Conditioning. I've been in a few different marketing companies before, but nothing ever happened with it. There's a friend of mine who I tried to get into my other network marketing companies called me and said he had something for me, so I took a look at it. What attracted me to ROI was their pay plan and how fast you can recruit. And not only that, it was the first ever follow me through matrix. That's what caught my attention, how you can be on a team with somebody and they pull you through. I've been involved in ROI since April of 2011, April 5th, and I've earned almost 14 grand. What makes it different from other companies is how fast you can make a lot of money and how you're part of a team, not just being told you're on a team, but you're actually part of a team. In all direct marketing companies I've ever been involved with, I've always wanted to make a lot of money, and plus it's a fun hobby. But when I seen ROI, it was almost like they all were combined into one, giving me a way better solution and a way better way of making a lot of income, and it just blew me away. And I really couldn't sleep for at least 2 to 3 months, and that's the God's honest truth. I'm talking months where I just could not fall asleep, and I woke up early in the morning and my mind was just racing for things to do for ROI.
My name is Helen Adams. I am from St. Cloud, Florida, and I am a homemaker. I've been in some kind of network marketing since 1982, mostly with health and nutrition products. I wound up either giving it away or giving it at cost, and I have not made a lot of money. I was sitting on the beach when a friend I've known for about 20 years in different health and nutrition products, supplements, called and said, I got something new and you got to try it. And I asked him a couple of questions, and then I said, you know, Frank, call me when you've made some real money. And then I started getting emails. I got a check for $150, I got a check for $500, and then I got a phone call that said, Helen, you're missing the boat. I have made $25,000. And I said to my husband, I'm listening, and I'm going to call him and talk to him. Well, before I had a chance to call him back, he called, and my husband brought me the phone, and I talked to him, and I said, I can't talk right this minute. I'm with somebody, but I'm listening, Frank. You made $25,000. I am interested. And he said, oh, did I say that? I made a mistake. I said, okay, how much did you make? He said, $34,000. I said, I'm listening, and I can't talk right now, but I am going to call you back. And I did. Then I got skeptical and questioned when I talked about it, and my son-in-law said, it's a Ponzi scheme. You can't do that. So I said, what do I do to find out? I trust this guy. I've known him for a long time. He's never made a fortune, and he is excited, and he's making real money for the first time in his life. And he said, call a lawyer. I called a lawyer friend and went in and explained it to him, and he said, I like network marketing, and if I could find a good product, I'll go with it too. And I said, would you examine this and give me your professional opinion on this? And he did, and he wrote me a 2-page letter, and he endorsed it. He said, I like it, and I'm going to sign him up. I haven't made a lot of money because I wasted a lot of time asking questions, and all of a sudden I said, this is stupid. I could be earning money. Look what Frank's doing. I called him just before we left Florida to come north, and I said, how much have you made now? He said, I had made $51,900 in 4.5 months. I said, that's good enough to take without my own checks. I guess what attracted me is that for all these years since 1982, I've worked with supplements because people are sick, and I'm giving all these products to people who are sick, and this thing is fun. This is offering them something that is fun to do, just fun to think about, and you make money for doing it. No wonder it sounds like a scheme or something that's fantasy, but it's real. I've gotten 3 checks so far. I've made $150. I only have 3 under me, but I am excited and they are excited. I brought 3 new ones tonight and they want to sign up.
I'm Bill Brady from Syracuse, New York. I've been involved with ROI since the beginning. It was a little rough at the beginning because we were just getting started. But finally, after being persistent, I started sponsoring people in. And I started getting my first check was $500, and then it started getting more and more. And again, the company pays every week. It got to a point where the income was starting to be significant, and I could see that it was actually going to possibly change my life. I had planned on working another 5 years, and then we were going to have to sell the house and move into an old folks home because I would not be able to handle the mortgage payment on Social Security. As things got going into March, I started getting checks where the believability has now come about, and with other people I've been talking to, they started seeing my checks and they started getting the believability, and they all started joining. We did get a check in the middle of March for over $27,000. When the check cleared, I was able to see the expression on my wife's face when she was able to go out and pay off $22,000 in credit card debt. And it literally at that point started changing our life. We went out to visit our daughter in May, who we had not seen in 3 years, out in California. We got her set up in the business and did some meetings. When we came back, 4 days after we came back, she cycled for her first $5,000. She has now made $10,000 and pretty close to making her next cycle for another $5,000. So we're very excited for her. But when we did come back from California, we had $34,000 in a check from ROI. That allowed me to pay off both of our cars. So the only thing now I'm looking forward to is paying off our mortgage, which should happen later this year. With the income that I've got, it's been able to allow me to retire 5 years earlier than I actually had planned. To date, right now, I've made just under $118,000 in 6 months. I've been in several network marketing companies in the past, and what I found with this is there's no stocking of product. We're selling strictly only a discount membership, dealing with discount travel. We're not travel agents, we're just moving the membership. It's just talking to people and finding out what they want out of life, what they're looking to get, if they have problems, and then I show them how the income from ROI changed my life and it can change their life. With the people I've gotten on board, and I tell them this, at this point right now, I have 18 couples that have made over $10,000. I have 10 couples that have made over $30,000. I have 6 couples that are now over $60,000 in income, and I have 3 couples over $80,000 in income. So it's just not what I'm making, it's the people that I'm exposing this to, and it's starting to change their lives as it did mine.
Dominic Cittadino earned $14,000 in 3 months. Helen Adams earned $150 in 2 months. And Bill Brady earned $118,000 in 6 months. Dr. Don Strange has earned over $1,000 in 4 months. Dr. Tim Schaub earned over $7,000 in 4 months. Jeff and Diane Dingman earned over $84,000 in 6 months. Mike Cerrone earned just under $22,000 in 4 months. George Tucci Jr. earned $300 in 1 month. Carissa Cerrone earned $700 in 3 months. Lisa Tolleson earned $125 in 1 month, and Alice Brown earned $1,200 in 2 months. Bill Brady has personally sponsored 18 people who have earned more than $10,000, 10 people who have earned more than $30,000, 6 people who have earned more than $60,000, and 3 people who have earned more than $80,000. Other ROI members across the country: Cheryl, a single mom in Tennessee, has earned over $73,000 in 6 months. Brian, a building contractor in Missouri, has earned over $55,000 in 6 months. Frank, an insurance salesman in Texas, has earned over $51,000 in 5 months. Reverend Jay, a church pastor in North Carolina, has earned over $48,000 in 5 months. Dan, a financial planner from New York, has earned over $86,000 in 4 months. Larry, a security guard from Texas, has earned over $12,000 in 4 months. Thomas, a retiree from Arizona, has earned over $87,000 in 6 months. Dave, a telecommunications owner from New York, has earned over $91,000 in 4 months. Henry, a construction worker from New York, has earned over $6,000 in 5 months. Andy, a landscape company owner from New York, has earned over $10,000 in 3 months. Jeff, a small engine repair shop owner from New York, has earned over $15,000 in 4 months. Gail, a retiree from Georgia, has earned over $7,000 in 5 months. Steve, a contractor from New York, has earned over $7,000 in 3 months. Dennis, a retiree from North Carolina, has earned over $5,000 in 2 months. Kelly, a part-time worker from California, has earned over $10,000 in 3 months. Nick, a marketing consultant from Pennsylvania, has earned over $1,000 in 1 month. This is a small sample of people who have made significant money with ROI Unlimited.